In this video, we're going to learn about AutoLoads. So to start off with, I'm going to close all this down. I'm just going to come into my scripts. I'm going to create a new script, which I will call Global. Then I'll go ahead and double click it just to open it up. We don't need any of this code in here. The only thing I'm going to do is create a variable, which I will just call score. And I do want it to be of type int. And I do want to start it off at 0. For now, that's all I'm going to do. Then I'll come into project settings. And then when we come over to globals, we have a path. We want to click on the little folder. We're going to go into scripts. We're going to grab that global file we just made. It loads it up right here, and it gives you a name. Now you can change this name if you want. For me, I'm just going to keep what it's at. I'll hit add, and it shows up down here. And a few things to take note of. This is how we're going to reference the properties and the functions in this script. We're going to call global. Its path, whether or not it's enabled or disabled. As we add more in here, we can move them up and down depending on maybe you have a global script that has a dependency on a different global script. But for now, we're just going to keep the one. But once we get it to here, we're good. We just hit close. Now I'm actually done with this script for now. So I'm going to come into Coin, and here is how we use it. So right now, I'm just printing out the values, which we've seen in the last video. Just printed the 3 out here. Now, I'm going to come in and say global, and we can see that it auto-completes for me. I can say dot, then we have a score in there, so we'll call score, and then I can just add the value to it. I'll save this off. I guess down here, instead of just printing out the value of what I get, I want to go back in to that global. I'm going to print out what the score is currently set to. So now when we run over a coin, I'll add 3, and it'll print out what the total is. So after we run over the second coin, it should print a 6. So let's run it. And start picking up coins. So we got a 3, we got 6, we got 9. And that's really all there is to globals. Just remember that anything we put in there is available to any other script in our scene, and any data we save in here will be stored from scene to scene. And let's take a look at why that is. If I run this, I'm going to come over to the remote view, and we can see right here, it actually adds this global node as the first child of our root. And every scene we go to, global will always be there. Now, if we go ahead and make more globals, they'll show up under here as well. So maybe we have one for global signals, we have one for global data, we have one for, maybe we want our UI to be global. They'll all be listed here for us, depending on the order we have them in our project settings. So that's it for this one. It was really quick. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.